Okay, now it's later. I've gone online and, checked out more information on Cursed Child, um, to see kind of what the internet thinks. A lot of people, apparently did not like it, thought it was bad. I'm not gonna say that I didn't like it and thought it was bad. I don't think that's true. I enjoyed reading it very much, and I thought although it was very different, um, I don't think it was bad. Um, you know, it, I think people are so used to, the books, not used to reading a play. Um, there were maybe some points. My apparently according to the internet, Delphi being Voldemort's son is actually true, and that I think is what bothered me. I can't lie, that's what bothers me the second most. And most of the internet completely agrees with me about Albus and Scorpius. I'm not the only one. And I don't know, the more I was like looking at it, the more I said earlier that I wasn't mad, I was almost mad. Now I am mad actually. Because, I've always had this thing, and it's a lot of times it's just a me thing with many characters. I see something that I want to be there that isn't actually there, but in this case, having that affirmation from so many other people on the internet, it seems like it is there. Um, but that they're choosing to ignore it, that the writers are, um, the writers are making something that seems to intend a romantic relationship, that it's been called queer baiting and everything, and, people have been pointing out the same lines that I've pointed out. And, and also, yeah, and comparing, like I did, comparing their relationship to Harry and Ron's, and and how different it is. And yeah, the more I think about it, the more I read about it, the more it does seem like a very intentional decision to just make them be straight. And it's just, and there's no reason for it. If you why if you just wanted, why would you make their relationship as strong as it is? I just, I don't know. um I'm very disappointed that I'm not good at drawing, because I checked out a little bit of the fan art. Hopefully there will be more of it as time goes on. The book's only been out for a week. um there was apparently some, before Cursed Child even came out, and before people knew what was going on, they were shipping them as a couple. um and so there's some fun stuff there. But yeah, just it frustrates me. um I don't know. And oh, there was my point. There was nothing about the internet about the Patronus thing. So now I feel like I need to go put it on the internet. So maybe I'll do that. That might make me feel better. It might make me feel better to do that. 'Cause I don't, one of my, I don't know, a scene that I made in my head was and I mentioned before that Albus's Patronus should be a scorpion. I mean, I'm glad that at least it wasn't mentioned what his Patronus is, because at least that way it can be in my headcanon, have it as a scorpion. Yeah, I don't know. Fan fiction it's difficult because so much of it is so bad. And then, the stuff that I've written, I think it's great at the time, and then I read it back a few years later, I'm like, oh my god, this is painful. Um, but just something little and short. See, the thing is, I'm sure there's already a ton there, and I'm like worried that I'm gonna be tempted to read it, and then I'm gonna be disappointed. I don't know. I still, I really, I mean, my main focus is always they came up with a name for it, Scorbus. I'm glad someone else came up with a name for it because I couldn't, because well their names already end in us, Scorpius, Albus. So like I was trying to, but if we get rid of the Scorpius, and just Scorbus is apparently the thing. So um, I shipped it basically from the time that I saw a cast picture from the play saying that they were friends. Not prior to that. It hadn't really occurred to me. Because I didn't know that Albus would be in Slytherin. Um, and I mean, even if he'd been in Gryffindor, they still could become friends. I mean, in the alternate reality where he was in Gryffindor, they were still friends. But yeah. Um, so yeah, excuse me. I think I'm just gonna go write a fan fiction now and make everything better. In my mind, there was some talk on the internet that this was. I mean, it does say on the book it's a rehearsal script, and that someone was saying that they might change it to make it canon. I don't know. I don't know. I hope it gets more discussion in the future, but I also do really want more explanation about Delphi. My interpretation of the play was not knowing where she came from, but that the fact of her being Voldemort's daughter is a lie. I why would Voldemort sleep with Bellatrix? Why? He he never. I mean, all right, if he was going to sleep with someone, I suppose it would be Bellatrix. But he's never. But I don't know, why would he do it? I don't believe that he would do it. I just don't. I don't believe it. Like there's just. I mean, if J.K. Rowling said that he did, all right, 'cause she's the boss, but she would have to explain it because I mean, one of the greatest things about her is, her characters. She understands her characters so well, and she's always, um, she's willing to explain them, which is great. And and when we get that insight, it's really helpful, and it always, and it's consistent. Her characters are consistent, and they act in character. And obviously, she was just like a contributor on this. It wasn't, just completely written by her. Um, but she approved it. So I don't know. I don't know. Both kind of pressing issues, but it's still very new. And maybe we'll learn more about the whole thing as time goes on. That's all we can do.